Alright there, Procrastinauts. Mine's Paborian, and welcome to Kerbal Space Program 2. I've always said, if this game ever saw the light of day, I'd come in for a series on it. And here we are, like 8, 9, 10 years down the line. I can't believe it. I'm back. This is my big channel resurrection, and this is the perfect game to do it on. It's been a long time, guys. Some of you will have seen me already have played this on the stream on launch day, and quite honestly, that sucked. I was not prepared for this game at all. But I've been playing this all weekend. I've done a lot of different builds. I've explored the Kerbal system and its moons like a little bit. I've had a few bugs that hit me and my missions have gone a little bit south, but I've worked around them. I've had a lot of fun with this game. I know the game's had a rough launch. I've seen the reviews. I've seen the Discord. People are a little bit mad about the price tag, but none of that matters to me. KSP1 is one of my all-time favourite games, and I'm happy to be sat here playing this now and to be sharing it with you guys. We're going to go ahead, we're going to jump in, create a new campaign. We're not going to do anything here because we're going to be going through a lot of these in the early days. As I said, there's bugs, and some of those can really affect your saves, or just delete them entirely. We're going to go ahead and start the campaign, and we're going to enjoy the little opening cutscene. Some of you on the stream will have already seen this, but we're going to do it just for this one episode. May as well. It's the start.
Your new space program, leaping forward into the cosmos. Since the dawn of Kerbal kind, we have looked to the sky and wondered what sublime mysteries lie hidden in the darkness, like jewels never beheld. These untold treasures may soon reveal themselves due to the efforts of recently founded Kerbal Space Program.
Oh my! I think that might have been the only copy of the orientation film. Hold on! Slides! Some... Welcome to your first day running the Kerbal Space Program. This campus hosts the greatest ever gathering of astronomers, astronauts, and engineers. After years of focused effort, this collection of geniuses has created several very impressive buildings. We believe we have all the necessary pieces to take our first steps off the ground. The best way to advance our technologies further is to get up there and learn by doing. All we need now is somebody to show us how to put all these parts together. Well, we also need somebody to help us out with the flying. We need a lot of help, actually. That's why you're here. My name is Paige, by the way. If you need any hints, feel free to visit me over at the training center. Everything in there is well padded, so it's a great place to get up and running. Welcome aboard!
I enjoyed that cutscene. When I first booted this game up, I did not expect that at all. I thought it was quite cool. Now, Paige, our little helper Kerbal, she's going to be very familiar to us because she's everywhere. She's absolutely everywhere. Every time you start a new campaign, every time you load up a new save, she's there. Map screen, she's there. Tracking station, she's there. Look, watch this. Boom, there. We're gonna hit continue. We're just gonna skip all of these because, quite honestly, I've seen them enough. I know what they say. We're gonna go ahead, jump straight into the VAB because I want to prepare for today's mission. Because I do have one plan, believe it or not. I'm not going into this blind like I did with the stream. We're going to be building a rocket to take us to Mimas. We're going to be doing it Apollo style, so we're going to do some docking. And we're going to be trying to find something that I saw from orbit when I was like exploring Mimas. Now, I only saw it from orbit. It looked huge. I want us to try and find it together, and we can explore and find out what that is together, because I've got a funny feeling it'll be all to do with how we get to the other systems, the inter-system travel bullshit stuff. Right. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start and just slap something together. Alright, I think that's ready. Now, some of you may have spotted this during all of that, where I turned the fairing into an interstage thing. Now, these can give you a bit of trouble. I'm going to show you how I did this because it might be worth knowing to people who don't know how to do this. I'm going to have to replace the struts afterwards, so make sure you guys remind me. We're going to get rid of that, and I'm going to start this again. So, what I did is you literally stretch it up to as far as you want it to go, which is probably about there. I'm going to bring this in till it looks like it just about intersects. That seems pretty good there. So normally you'd hit the tick and it's like, you can't do this, cannot accept current changes. Fairing is colliding with an invalid assembly part. Well, screw that, shit's not fucked. I'm going to go ahead and right click on the part above it so it brings up the parts manager. I'm going to grab this tank, I'm going to move it, put it back, and booyah. This thinks it's now a constructed fairing. That's a little pro tip for you, in case you guys didn't know that. Someone else may have already shown it to you on YouTube. I don't know. It's just a little workaround I've found so far to make these handy little interstage bits. Now, is the staging correct? So we've got bottom engine, that decouples. Next engine, the fairing goes. That decouples. That engine goes. The interstage goes. We'll swap them around, and that can come down to perhaps maybe there. Right, I think that's all good. It should be all strutted up. Let's double check. I'm sure I can see some there. That's good. Everything's all strutted up nicely because you do need them in this. There's no auto strut. Not that it matters to me because I come from a day since before auto strut even existed. We're going to go ahead and launch. Yes, we are ready to fly, Paige. We don't care. We've got a big rocket, which I'm not even sure will even lift off because there's no TWR, thrust to weight ratio, show out when you're building craft, which is a bit of a downer, but never mind. We'll work with what we've got. We're going to go ahead and begin the countdown because we get a fancy new countdown thing now, guys. Listen to this. Off we go. I love that countdown. And the music that flares up as well. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It is a lovely little touch. The music especially because it happens for different things as the flight goes on. Like when you go to different orbital bodies as well, you get different music. It's a great touch. The devs really nailed it with that. I just wish the game was a bit more functional than it actually is. We're going to get ourselves pointed in the direction we want to go. And we have to be careful with this because wobbly rockets, as you can see, I've not really got much wobble because I've fixed it for the most part, but it could start any time. Rockets are not the most stable things in this game, not compared to KSP1. But if you look back to KSP's early days, there was all sorts of problems. The Kraken is back in this game and it hates your rockets. Absolutely hates your rockets, and it will probably get us at some point. As soon as we get ourselves into like out of the atmosphere and we burn through these two stages, maybe just this one, we're going to be saving the game because that's pro tip number 2. Save the game every opportunity you get because, like I said, you'll just like come back from the map screen and boom, craft goes boom. I think I've figured out a way around that. I'll show you guys as we start to get into orbit and we've got a little bit more time to play around because right now we don't. I really need to start pitching down, but we are picking up some good speed. We've still got a little bit of this tank left, still burning away. Apoapsis is pretty good. I do like this. It makes things handy to read out when you're flying so I don't have to keep constantly switching to the map screen. We've hit Miko on that engine. Let's go to the next one. Clean separation, blast it away. Excellent. So we're starting to come out of the atmosphere completely now. We're a little bit off course. I'm just going to try and correct that a bit. Oh, it's beautiful. I do like how this game looks. I say this and you've got all this blockages, but no, this game has huge potential. Once the devs have had time to fix the bugs, because you know they will. You know they will. KSP1 was a buggy mess when it first came along. Like, things didn't work as it should. I remember when we had to try and dock using landing legs, for God's sake. At least docking sort of works in this. We'll discuss that when it comes up. In the meantime, like, yeah, I keep talking about the bugs, but really I don't want to focus on the bugs, because as you can see, nothing's happened quite yet. We're making good progress here. I just don't want anything bad to happen. I want to give you guys a good, successful mission today, because over the weekend I've had a lot of bad ones, and this stream didn't go so well. It didn't go how I wanted to. At least with a proper KSP episode, I can come back with a little bit of experience, and I can show you guys what I can do, which, granted, isn't that much. We are going to come up to about 150 in a second. Boom. Perfect. There we are. We're just going to stop burning there. I'm going to coast up to the apoapsis. Now, while we've got time, so people have problems with docking on this game. Now, I have seen on the Discord that a lot of crafts tend to explode. If we head ourselves over into the settings menu and go into, is it the gameplay? No, it's this one, general. No, it's gameplay. So max persistent debris. As you can see, I've got mine set to 12. I think it's this that's blown up people's craft when people try to dock. It might be worth playing with, and it might be worth messing around with. I haven't fully tested this, but I've had no problems with multiple craft. In the sense of docking anyway. I had to take a bit of a pause there to think about this for a second, and yeah, I have had problems with multiple craft before. I'm hoping I'm going to have no issues with this flight today. I'll show you what I mean if it happens, but it's quite awful. How are we looking on the orbit? So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to create a maneuver node. This is something I could do with working on a little bit as well, but for what we're doing, we don't really need it so much. We just need our patch conic system. We can work without this. We can just get a general feel for how we're going to do this orbit. Yeah, that's good. And we're going to warp up to, I think this takes us to 30 seconds away. Yes, we know Paige, go away. I'm going to head myself into my maneuver nodes point. 285, and we have 1,356 delta V. I do like this. At some point this will become bugged when we do the docking and the rejoining. This sometimes disappears, it sometimes doesn't. We could get lucky and we could get a complete delta V readout, but honestly, it's no matter if we don't, because I know that this craft will make it to where we want to go. Originally, I had done this with a space plane, and yeah, the fair play, the space plane didn't get back, and I didn't get a chance to look at what I wanted to look at. I thought I would save it. I intentionally avoided it. It killed me for the past couple of days because I just wanted to know what it is. I've tried to keep away from spoilers on the Discord of like all the little Easter eggs, because I'm pretty sure that's what I found. I'm pretty sure it's an Easter egg, and I don't want it spoiled for me. I want it to, like, I want to explore it with you guys today. Oh Christ! I completely missed my, I completely missed my burn. That's clever, but there's a lot to talk about this game. There's a lot to talk about this game. I'm excited. What have we got? Yeah, I guess. What happened to my maneuver node? Oh, I think it's automatically adjusted itself because I flew straight past it and did not pay attention because I was talking. That's not helpful, but at least we still got an orbit. It's not exactly circular, but it'll do. Next off, we're going to have to do some corrections to the tilt of the orbit itself. So, set target, give me my alternating nodes. It's not alternating nodes, is it? I can't remember what it's called. My my tilty special nodes. No, that's the wrong way. I'm going to tilt these till the angle becomes pretty much as close to 0 as I can get it. To be honest, that's alright. What kind of angle do I need to be to face this? Where's my maneuver node here? 13 minutes and 52 seconds. don't worry. We will be going there at some point. We will be going there at some point. For the next mission, I'm planning on doing a space plane. I don't know whether to send it there or to Juna. I have already landed one on Juna. I want to try and land a bigger one on Juna. Bigger because the other the other one, excuse me, didn't make it back. Didn't even make it to orbit, bless it. So I want to do a little bit more of a successful mission because I've killed a lot of Kerbals in this game. I feel quite bad. I know you shouldn't, because we go through them like no one's business. We have one Kerbal. Okay, so this is problematic, guys. I forgot a Kerbal. So, we're 21 seconds away from this burn. Sorry, I am dying a little bit here while... Oh, we paused? What's happened here? Time warp 38. Yeah, that bugged out a little bit there. Oh well, at least we're close to the maneuver node, so we're going to try and burn that and correct our orbit. We are going to keep an eye on this in the map screen because I don't trust the maneuver nodes. I really don't. I do think I burnt a little bit too early there, but we are, as you can see, going to match up with our lines here. We're going to, nope, we're going to try and destroy that so we get an accurate readout of this. What are we doing? Have I brought this up? I think I brought this up, guys. I think I've overshot it. Right, so we're going to have to do some corrections on what little bit of fuel that we've got. Can't believe I messed this up so bad. Well, actually, no, I can. At least we haven't suffered any like major bugs or anything like that. It's just my stupid fault that we forgot extra Kerbals. I just can't believe I've done that. Oh, I can't believe I've done this. Can I do some corrections here? It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty at all, but we're just going to have to cope, aren't we? Am I finding some crack in here? No, I don't think so. Interesting. Right, we'll have to do our correction around there, I think. So, in the meantime, we can ditch this stage. Get rid of the fairing. Thanks for making that easy. Right, here we go. So, we're going to disconnect that stage. And... how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? Because we're not going to be able to control both of the craft, are we? I don't know which one Bob's at. I think he's in the main one. Can we see him through the window? He's in the main one. There he is. Right, okay. We're just going to have to make do, guys. Here we go. Okay, stack separated. We're still joined. Oh man. Decouple. Oh, there we go. What is this? Is this a decoupler? I think it is. I think we messed up the craft a little bit, guys. Alright, first off, we're gonna have to try and target that. Oh, come back, please. Come back! I can't even select it to target. Alright, okay. Right, we're going to have to angle ourselves up and then we're going to have to get our RCS out and try and shoot ourselves over there. Right, here we go. RCS on. Go. Right, that's problematic because that decoupler's in the way. Right, okay. We're going to have to fix this. turn to the VAB. We will be right back in this position. Alright, so we're back again. We're pretty much in the same place. We're going to have to go through the whole docking procedure. Now, I'm pretty sure it's because I put a decoupler on there and not a stack separator. It's the moment of truth where we're about to find out if we've actually done this correctly now. We do have the correct number of Kerbals. We've got Bob and Bill in here. One of them, I believe, is already in the lander can, so we don't have to do no undocking or any shenanigans like that. I'm going to go ahead and separate. And we're going to get out of the way of this thing. So we're going to blast some RCS just to adjust the sails away from it. We don't want to be having no collisions when we actually disconnect the lander. So the next stage is the stack separator. So hopefully, if we've done this correctly, this should all come apart nicely. Wish me luck.